This is a poem dedicated to home, Queens, New York. I hate riding the 7 train. Well, I don't like public transportation in general, but I appreciate it. I mean, I need it to get from A to B, you know. But there was always 5 points that made the ride better. At least I always had that moment when the train was turning, approaching the building, and I'd usually be standing, tilting with the train as it turns, and there it would be, in all its glory, gleaming and beaming with its culture, with faces like Biggie's bringing back life to the once barren building, and tags from dance crews and all other crews, true recognition for the people. They exist. We are here. This is our mark. The scene of life as I slipped on my way to school would seep into my soul, slowly over the years, smiling at me, and I'd smile back. But I never had the chance to physically visit, to step foot on that surface of my city. And now it's gone? I mean, I've never visited the Statue of Liberty or anything like that. I live here, you know. But even though I'm not a B-girl or hang out with the really cool kids or know of graffiti artists or anything like that, it still means a lot to me. And waking up today to hear the news that it was just painted overnight is an injustice. And what's more, it's set to be torn down, demolished to be exact. And I know that this news is demolishing over 12,000 hearts and all at once. To me, to the people who experienced the Fun Factory to its fullest, to my home city of Queens, 5 points means a lot. But apparently, money means more to its owner. See, why it means so much to me as a civilian is that 5 points stood for something. It stood for freedom, for the ability to express yourself. Couples would go there to take wedding pictures, dance battles would take place, friends would hang out, and citizens would admire the work that boasted and burst beyond its very facade. And that's a few things, because there are so many other things that this space provided for the people. 5 points was not just a building. It was not an eyesore. It was not the trash of the town. 5 points was a mecca, a hub of humility and humanity. And they are giving all that up for condos, for co-ops, for money. Have they even had the decency to think about the people of this city, what it means to them, to us? And what about our children? Is this event telling them that you can't express yourself anymore because down the line, what matters to you isn't worth memorializing, that the arts are not worth fighting for? I mean, schools are already having to fight for their arts and extracurricular programs. Many schools are losing the funding for them, and so that means these programs will have to be taken out. But how does that make sense? Because as humans, we are made to create, to express, to live in that fullness. But now I see these atrocities happening even outside of school buildings, and 5 points is just the beginning. They are telling us with this event that money matters more than manifesting meaning in lives and making memories. Redevelopments are replacing reality of the people, and riots will probably ensue, but that's not what they want. They want your money, not your riots. They want your money, not your protests. They want your money, not your courage to stand up for something that can't be bought, even when they willingly bend over for any sign of a profit. They want your money. 5 points is a big loss for this city, and this decision has left an impressionable mark in my heart. Because does this mean that soon, maybe even Willits Point will be out too? That lots of small businesses and hundreds of families and hardworking people, the ones out by Citi Field or what used to be called Shea Stadium, but it was redeveloped. I mean, the point is you can try your hardest to make things look nice and shiny on the outside, but it doesn't at all take away from the fact that there is grime in your actions and greed that lies in your insides. My dad works out there by Willits Point. Now what is he going to do? What is my whole family going to do? I'm in grad school now, and I learned something about myself being here. I learned I was poor growing up. And although I kind of knew that already, my professor and the people around me really make it evident. And now they want me to continue to live that way, also that they can make a couple extra grand while the rest of us here get slammed deeper into the slums. Unless something is done about this. So what's the problem with all of this? It implies one thing. Where is the concern for the people? I mean, is it really true that the rich get richer and the poor get poorer? All I know is a wise poet once said that when one goes to college, it breaks the cycle of poverty. No propaganda. So here I am, far away from home, hoping to help learn enough so I can help bring home the bacon. Well, not literally, because my stepfather is Muslim, but you know what? You can have your money. You will never take away the memory, and money can never save your memory and your conscience when it's all said and done.